The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got the connection here to Bourne.
And he will have a Patriots first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting a step.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's May.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They're going on fourth down. May. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In motion, the tight end. Tua sets up to pass it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Marte Mapu. And the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Looking to throw. May. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll throw with May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On play action, May. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Fourth down, here's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To the air, May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Henderson running straight ahead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw, it's May. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, it's May. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll try and throw forward May. That is caught, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got it to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 2. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they go play action with May. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Looking to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Hey, 21 TN. They're right here. Scat. Out.
Tua, a final shot before half. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for a touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Washington now brings this out. And this return going to come to a quick